What's up, PV Poppers? We are going to take a look at resistances today. Since the Fusion Cup is a dual type cup, there is a lot of resistances and a lot of double ups. So we're going to start by showing you how to use Pokegeine to check out resistances and to see how dual typings work. So as you can see, you open up Pokegeine, you go to the type effectiveness under the menu, and all of your types are all listed right here. You can do a single type or you can add a dual type. So as you can see, bug, electric. I'm going to pick some typings that actually are in the cup. So like ground water, you can see is double weak to grass, but has many resistances, and that's actually its only weakness is grass. You can see how dragon, and I put dragon water, I meant to put dragon flying, but either way, you can see how when the resistances from one meet with the resistances from another, they actually multiply together. So you see there that the poison and the psychic, 0.625 times 0.625 is about 40%. So every time they multiply together, they'll end up either boosting their resistances or boosting their weaknesses. And then you can also use this to show the attacks. Alright, so this is an example here of the normal flying. So for Noctowl, because I'm doing a feature today on Noctowl. So normal on the left, flying on the right, and you see here normal is only weak to fighting and its only resistance is ghost, and that flying has weaknesses of electric, ice, and rock, while it is resistant to bug, fighting, and grass, and quote-unquote immune to the ground, only takes 40% damage from ground. And when you mash those together, you actually get an immunity from ghost and an immunity from ground, as well as your resistant to bug and grass, but you lose your resistance to fighting because of the weakness. But you see how you're not weak to fighting, it just drops it down to neutral. So when a resistance and a weakness meet, they become neutral. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a couple battles against a buddy of mine, Ramukan. We're going to go up head to head with the Wish Caches first, trying to do some damage. So I'm trying to bait here with a Mud Bomb, and I don't think that's actually the best way to play the Mud Cache mirror. I think you should just go straight Blizzard. He does Blizzard there. I actually tried to block that. So I knew he was going to be Blizzard. I tried to block it. I was just a little too slow, and I pushed the thing right after. So we're going to try to make sure that we don't use any shields, like he didn't use any shields, and we're going to hope that our Ivies are better, but they are not. Alright, so in comes Noctowl. You can see that Noctowl, and I went ahead and put the resistances of the Pokemon on the sides so that you guys can take a look and kind of let it soak in and realize what's what. So the dragon flying, the Altaria, as you can see, it maintains its resistances to the elementals. In comes Bronzong versus Shiftry. Shiftry is going to throw out a foul play. Shiftry is really a machine gun in this meta. Oh man, I love Shiftry now with a Snarl. It is just so fast. Every 3 moves, you have a charge move ready. Leaf Blade is almost a Community Day style move. It has 2 damage per energy, which is really good. And it's actually lower energy requirement than most Community Day moves. As you can see here, Altaria is double weak to ice. It has weaknesses to dragon, fairy, and rock. And a few weaknesses to dragon, fairy, and rock, and a few resistances. Immunity to grass and ground, you can see there. But Noctowl is only single weak to ice. So I really do think Noctowl is the flyer of choice in the Fusion Cup. It just has so many things going for it, especially the fact that it can handle the ghost types. You know, it's immune to ghost moves, and there's a lot of little ghosties flying around. You got your Frostlass with Shadow Ball. You have Marowak, Alolan Marowak with Shadow Ball. I'm sure you're going to see a couple of Haunters out there with Shadow Ball. So those ghost type moves can really, you know, take a chunk out of Altaria, and our boy here, Noctowl, really just laughs at them. So we're going to be going up against this here Swampert. Swampert is, you know, it had that debuff a little bit, but as you can see, it still spams the shit out of those Hydro Cannons. And those Hydro Cannons are still really good. I think they just realized that they wanted to cap Community Day moves at 2 damage per energy, and it being 4590 was just a little too much. Alright, so we got ourselves a little match here with Toxicroak and Probopass. As you can see with that rock and steel typing, Probopass has a ton of resistances and actually a double immunity to poison, which is amazing. So it only takes 25% damage from poison. Alright, in comes Swampert again. Swampert's looking decent. I mean, I like my Wishcash better personally, but Swampert, you know, we all go through our love affairs with Pokemon. So Swampert's on the back burner now for me, but I think I'll definitely pick it up again in the future. Toxicroak is looking amazing this cup. I'm going to do a deep dive into Toxicroak coming up. So that was the match, you guys. I really appreciate you sticking around. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm seeing that a lot of you guys are watching but not subscribed yet, so please go ahead and subscribe and check out one of these videos for more PvP content. Catch you on the next one.